Hello everyone, I'm Georgia Antonia Lewis, a 23-year-old honors anthropology student at UCLA. Today I delve into a journey that pivoted my life during the tumultuous times of the COVID-19 pandemic. This is my tribute to work trade and the nurturing earth that sustains it. In 2020, I made the choice to pursue work trade. Through that decision, I found the strength to save myself. At the time, I was a freshman at UCLA in the midst of a global pandemic. My first quarter in college, I was deeply struggling. I struggled with depression and anxiety, and it was not uncommon for me to be met with a month-long period of immobility, particularly as I looked to visualize a world that I belonged and deserved to live in. I had started the year off with a sudden departure of my uncle, which left me reeling a jarring and violent loss. Just a week before my freshman year, he had tragically taken his own life. Despite my outward appearance of academic and social prowess, I found myself adrift, disconnected from my surroundings. It was a week before finals when we got the notice to head home. I was in lockdown celebrating my 19th birthday in the bedroom where I had battled many of my demons. I needed to find a way to cope and manage like hundreds of millions of others. My decision to leave school and explore work trade was driven by a desire to fully embrace the living world around me. Work trade is not just about labor, it's about forming bonds and understanding oneself in a transitional space. In 2020, I spent 4 months volunteering on Flower Farm Hāna, a tropical flower and moringa farm. It offers a sustainable and organic work trade program that hosts 4 to 8 participants a season who engage in hands-on agricultural and product development tasks. My time at Flower Farm Hāna was transformative, brimming with challenges, novelty, and profound emotions, intertwining with newfound wellness frameworks and friendships that would last a lifetime. With the sunrise, I stirred, finding sleep effortless at dusk, a contrast to my usual struggles. I embraced tasks unfamiliar to me, wielding a chainsaw, taming weeds, nurturing permaculture gardens, and harvesting produce. I immersed myself in the rhythms of farm life, from mulching to composting, from caring for livestock to selling at the local farmers market. In the sanctuary of Hāna, I unearthed newfound self-acceptance, guided by the land's embrace. Back at UCLA, I encouraged myself to apply to this honors program, where I was able to return to Hāna the summer of 2023 to discover these truths. Over the course of 2 months, from August 3rd to September 21st, I engaged in ethnographic research, including participant observation and semi-structured interviews with my fellow young adult work trade participants. Through the duration of my ethnography, I uncovered that volunteers Ellie, Jen, Tiffany, Iris, and Ren experience profound personal growth through work trade. They navigate a liminal space between their past and potential futures, often altering their life trajectories in various capacities. Like the very concepts I study, community building, transience, and uncertainty, this phenomenon manifested once more. The significance of Hāna as a focal point in this study became starkly evident on August 8, 2023. What started as mere brush fires quickly escalated into a catastrophic blaze in Lahaina, a historic town on Maui that once served as the capital of the Hawaiian Kingdom, turning it into the deadliest wildfire the country had witnessed in over a century. With the help of theory in my community, I found that work trade is about forming bonds and understanding oneself in a liminal space, a concept I explored through my thesis, guided by 2 critical questions. What is the experience of those who engage in work trade programs in Hāna, Maui? And how has the COVID-19 pandemic and the 2023 Maui wildfires affected these experiences? The title of my thesis, Navigating Liminality in Paradise, Searching for Psychological Well-Being Through Work Trade in the Midst of Maui's Disintegration, is in many ways a map of my findings, interpretations, supported by literature I've had the opportunity to read. Victor Turner's idea on liminality and communitas have been instrumental in framing my study by capturing the transformative and formidable community spirit of work trade, where individuals in transition forge deep, meaningful connections. The COVID-19 pandemic has disrupted young adults' social interactions and future uncertainties, significantly hindering their ability to develop and maintain frameworks for psychological well-being. These challenges are compounded by isolation, social and economic disruption, overall impacting their mental health management. The liminality experienced by young adults reflects the generally unstable, oscillating, and malleable nature of their personal frameworks for psychological well-being, which is still in the process of development. These frameworks include practices that allow the individual to foster self-confidence, rely on personal decision-making, routinize self-exploration, establish relationships, pursue educational and career-oriented goals, as well as discover opportunities for learning. Tiffany, a 21-year-old volunteer, shared her experience with work trade as a young adult today.
I feel like I am in a boat that is always rocking. I don't really know what to do. I knew that there was a reason I came here, I've been learning so much about sustainability, the abundance of food here, and having it in your own hands.
Tiffany's reflection on her transformative experience in Hāna encapsulates her journey from uncertainty to a profound connection with community and sustainability, revealing how such environments can significantly shape young adults' understanding of self-sufficiency and personal growth. Ellie, a previous work trade volunteer turned manager of Flower Farm Hāna, shared with me her insights on the essence of work trade, illuminating paradigm shifts for work success and learning and its ability to create a community surrounding commensal learning.
I feel like this work is really fun and enticing to see what you can learn about being here. I feel like it's one of the reasons I probably stayed for so long. I really love the work trade program and the friends I've been able to make living here. Really unique people, artsy people, people who work hard, and people who are trying to learn new things. People who are finding out that college really isn't the easiest route for them and trying to figure out a new life's path. Maybe not a career in farming, but a more outdoor, more environmentally friendly, or a hands-on career path. I've also had people who are trying to go to school to be doctors, and this is how they spend their summers, and it's the only chance they have an opportunity to do something like this. I think it's a really cool way to spend their time. The community is really nice, but it's always changing. With work trade, people aren't intended to stay. I feel like a lot of people do it to travel, and in longer terms, it's definitely not a vacation, and no one's going to work trade for just a weekend. It's a longer term commitment.
The fires that occurred on Maui Island during my ethnography introduced a new dimension of liminality for the young adults participating in work trade. This episode disrupted the established idyllic stereotypes of paradise, rooted in American colonialism and often depicted in Western society and sociocultural anthro. Historically, Hawaii's allure for work trade was steeped in these paradisiacal visions. In the contemporary context of Hawaii, the island is depicted as a quote-unquote Pacific paradise with a lush landscape and healthy, beautiful life all around. Anthropologist Vicente Diaz argues that the Western construct of Pacific paradise serves to whitewash colonialism and normalize its violence, emphasizing the commodification of the island. My reference to Hāna as paradise positions Maui as a symbol of a utopia lost and found, and highlights the role of colonial nostalgia in repositioning spaces like Hāna as a destination for significant travel traffic, and interim relocation amidst accelerated adoption of a post-pandemic, digitally Yet the sudden flexible havoc world wrought by the fires forced work traders to collectively rethink not just their notions of paradise, but also their approach to rebuilding in a community where they remain outsiders. This upheaval spurred a profound reevaluation of their roles, especially as the island's main economic lifeline, tourism, suffered. Tourists were encouraged to depart, and those who lingered intent on continuing their leisure activities during the island's recovery phase were met with disdain. Iris, also a 21-year-old volunteer at Flower Farm Hāna, reflected on the necessity of community building to succeed engaging in work trade, and especially during a crisis.
I have the ability, since this isn't where I'm from, to pack up and leave and go home. But me choosing to stay is speaking to my dedication. Leaving when people are grieving felt absurd, and coming from a private school upbringing and being in college, with the pressure to graduate on time, rather than focusing on what's happening in this bubble, I continue my degree at any time, but the whole point of education is preparing you for the real world, especially sharing our interest in anthropology. I'm not just here to see rainbows and swim with turtles. That is never the view of Maui that I had. Hāna literally means work. If you can't put in the work for the right reasons, it's gonna bite you in the butt.
Currently, as I present my findings, my aim is to illuminate the profound impact of embracing the unknown, thereby inspiring hope and encouraging more young adults to explore alternative pathways to self-discovery and community building. Hāna remains etched in my soul, a testament to the resilience of nature and the transformative power of embracing the unknown. As I prepare to graduate this June, I embrace the earth and the outdoors in Los Angeles, seeking alternative wellness avenues. My goal? To share my journey and frameworks of self-discovery, offering hope to others.